Going up against the Terminids and Automatons in Helldivers 2 can be a vastly different experience. The latter has more advanced weaponry and can be dangerous at range, whereas the former emphasizes numbers and overwhelming power. As such, the approach to fighting the two different factions is markedly different. This will require players to tailor their loadout accordingly. When facing the bug threat of the Terminids, focusing on weapons, armor, and stratagems that give you an edge in crowd control is the best way to go about things. The AMR is primarily a sniper rifle with medium armor penetration. Its main job is to destroy some of the tougher targets in Helldivers 2, such as Scout, Striders, and Devastators. It can be useful against the Terminids, but this weapon truly shines when fighting automatons, as its large rounds can punch through all of their units, even the tanks. However, the AMR does not have an aiming reticule when in third-person mode. Players must switch perspectives and use the gun's scope if they want to be accurate with it. The SMG-72 pummeler excels in crowd control and utility roles. The stagger attached to each shot can effectively stun lock dangerous and fast-moving targets, making them easier to burst down. The high rate of fire is also effective at clearing groups of weaker enemies. However, this gun will struggle with stopping power against larger enemies, especially at difficulty level 5 and above. This is because of its lower damage per shot and its lack of medium armor penetration. As a result, Helldivers need to rely on their squad mates to follow up on staggered enemies. The ballistic shield is most effective when aiming a weapon with one hand, while holding the shield in the other. When used like this, the shield will almost completely protect a Helldiver from enemy small arms fire. The ballistic shield can save your life against small to medium explosions, but it will be flung away and require you to pick it up again. The shield is incapable of being flung if it is on your back. Based off testing results, this may save you from an Eagle cluster bomb if you're prone and on the outer edges of the blast. The shield can be broken with a large enough explosion, such as an Annihilator tank blast, but will also greatly reduce damage. The ballistic shield seems to offer no protection against melee attacks, so using it against the Terminids is ill-advised. The SG-225 SP Breaker Spray and Pray is a variant of the Breaker shotgun. Where the Breaker Spray and Pray differs from the regular Breaker is the higher fire rate and area of effect. As the name suggests, the shots from Breaker Spray and Pray are spread widely, making it efficient against groups of enemies. Just point in their general direction and keep firing. Combine that with a reasonably high rate of fire for a shotgun, and you get yourself a great horde clearer. It has two firing modes, semi-automatic and full automatic. Where the Breaker Spray and Pray is lacking is against larger armored enemies. So make sure you bring stratagems that can deal with those, like orbital laser and rail cannon strike. It is great against Terminids, but it has limited use against automatons, as they rarely bunch up. If you want your back free to add a jump pack or shield pack, but you want something close to the power of autocannon, you should grab the grenade launcher, because it's a solid all-rounder for dealing with any type of foe. It doesn't do well against armor. What I like to do is shoot the grenades under the armored enemies, or if we talk automatons, between the legs. It's really, really fun. A good replacement for those who like the autocannon but wanna use the backpack slot for something else. It's also much better and more consistent than the autocannon for destroying holes and factories. Particularly great against Terminids, and in my opinion, an absolute must for blitz missions. You can just rush those holes with a grenade launcher and jump pack. Oh man, it's so fun. While some people say the jump pack is underpowered and needs buffs, I didn't give it a fair shot at first either. Running is key in this game, and the jump pack is the only true mobility gear we have. While the personal shield is reliable, experienced divers can use the jump pack to avoid situations where a shield is even needed. It's perfect for objective jockeys, letting you quickly reposition and tackle nests or outposts from different angles. Here's a game changer. You can start reloading mid-jump. As a machine gun fan, this has drastically cut my downtime and made reloading much safer. The jump pack might not be as powerful as other backpacks, but it has its niche. Give it another try if you dismissed it early on. I hope it gets some quality of life buffs, like a shorter cooldown. Other uses for the jump pack include use from high ground to avoid fall damage and boost jump distance, reload weapons mid-air, throw stratagems mid-jump, throw grenades mid-jump. And while I never did this, but you can also ride friendly mechs by jumping on top. I'm sure you've seen some shorts on YouTube or TikToks. In case you didn't, here's one.
Did you know in Helldivers 2 you can ride on top of other people's mechs?
Got a spot fight!